Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy Big Rush Rages coming back to y'all with another video. And sorry for the sound of my voice, but I'm a little irritated because I lost a shit ton of MT today due to the auction house and due to 2K lack of communication and lack of care that they put into this game. And if you don't know the auction house, let's dive into it. This is gonna be like a no money spent mixed with a rant video. Let's dive into this. 2K, they, now 2K's auction house, it broke, plain and simple. So all the cards start disappearing, and they don't really start disappearing like cards will start disappearing from the auction house. Right? They're not really disappearing. It's just people cannot put up any cards. They can't put up no cards. So what that does is every card that's there and available, people buy up. You know what I mean? Like people sit there and buy, right? So and buy all the cards until there's literally no cards left. So 2K didn't fix this or address this hours later. So if you don't know, I hit 4,000 cards, and I was buying at least 50 cards today. Right, I was buying a lot of cards that was like Dark Matters, like going for 85K and up. I bought a couple of them for like 90 something K. So I didn't know that I didn't know that, you know what I mean, that it was broke. I was just thinking to myself, damn, some of these cards are like going a little bit more expensive. You know what I mean? So it is my fault a little bit, but still, it's still a lot of people lost MT today. 2K sat there and didn't say nothing. Not going to compensate people, nothing. People who bought cards like me, not thinking that the auction house was glitched, just thinking these was the regular prices, bought the cards. And then, you know what I mean? So no compensation. I'm probably, if I was at like 9 point something, I'm not even, I don't even think I'm gonna hit that. Even if I do, that's because I sold everything in my collection. And at that point, I should have been at like 12 mil. Like, not 12 mil, I'm being a little exaggerated. I lost at least a good 500K. Probably 500K trying to sell all my cards back. And I'm not even including the tax, the 10% tax. Because the 10% tax, if I'm trying to get back at 10 mil, I was started at 5 mil, you know what I mean? Because I bought the cards and I'm trying to, make my profit, MT back off. 500K if I try to make the 5 mil because of the 10% tax. If you ever sell a card for 5 mil, 2K takes 500K and put that in, vanishes into air because 2K just, keep their MT for themselves. Oh, I'm going to keep, no, it just vanishes. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Even though 10%, that's egregious. It should at least be 5%. But, 2K being 2K. So, 10% off it, I was already going to lose 500K. Now, I'm losing 30K per card. So, when this auction house was quote-unquote broken, I didn't notice, like Dark Matters, even before the auction house broke, cards like Dark Matters was where you could not find no Dark Matters under 80K on PlayStation. I'm on PlayStation. And then sometimes it fluctuates. It'll go from 80K, then you can't find none for under 85K. I've always thought that was weird because I thought cards need to get cheaper and cheaper. So during the auction house, getting broke, I bought a lot of cards that, I was, what, I should have told myself, something is kind of off, but then I'm just thinking to myself, no, maybe people just going for the collector level like me, so they just buying the cards, right? And there's nobody putting the cards back on the auction house. So that's what I'm thinking. And I lost 30K per card because when they fixed the auction house, Dark Matters were crashing. This was, and then it happens to be on a day they release quote unquote leaks, right? So of course cards are going to get cheaper, but to drop off from, I bought like Draymond for 90K. Now that's my fault. He usually go for like 85K. So I was like, okay, that's like almost normal price. So I was like, oh, let me spend 500K so I can just make this video, get the 4,000 cards. So in all reality, the auction house was broke, and I was paying a little extra. But then when they, you know what I mean, when they finally fixed it, they didn't even say nothing. They just finally fixed it. When I tell y'all, people were losing hundreds of thousands of MT. Like JD Crossover got like a Kawhi Leonard for 100-something thousand. People who were buying cards for the collector level, not knowing that the auction house was glitched, lost hundreds of thousands like me. I lost hundreds of thousands of MT. And guess what, 2K? 2K is not going to do shit about it. And that's why this is what the rant comes in. Like, this is where the rant is going to come into this No Money Spent episode. Right? 2K, you got to do better. It's no way that you're not going to compensate people for losing MT. I lost MT because I'm buying cards, and now, like, since y'all fixed it, everybody cards just get re-put in the game, and then people panic selling at the same time. So now I don't even think these cards are going to recover. Like, Dark Matters right now are going for, I saw a couple going for under 60K. Now it's like above 60K. Like, look at this. Look how many cards 2K broke their own auction house. Like, for real. Broke their own auction house. And, like, in the day they just released Evos. And it seemed like they did that shit on purpose because people were going to make a shit ton off of Evos, probably. You know, maybe I could recover some MT doing these Evos. I probably can. I'm going to just do this. Jay Stackhouse, sell them. Allen Houston, do that joint, sell them. And hopefully I make like 60K, bro. If not, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to take the loss. I'm already going to be losing like a mil MT now. 500K trying to make my MT back after, you know, buying the 4,000 cards. And now, you know, I'm effed. You know what I mean? I'm just out of hundreds of thousands MT. Like, in 2K, like, you're not going to compensate nobody. Like, this game is not a good game. It's not pro-consumer. This game is literally profit, profit, profit. Something breaks in the auction house, we're not going to do nothing to compensate you. Like, you need to give people hundreds of thousands of VC then, at least. Y'all act like that's going to kill y'all bank to give me, like, fuck that. I want, like, 250,000 VC, 450,000 VC. That's not going to kill you. And you can be like, oh, that's just OP. No, it's not. It's virtual currency. At least give me something to compensate people. Like, 450,000 VC for people that lost MT, dead ass. Like, that would make people less. I would be less mad right now. Like, I literally lost 30K per card, and I bought like all these Fearless. I bought these. Like, you see Nate Thurman just chilling up there because he's 60K. I bought him for like 80 something K. Pascal bought him for like 80 something K. He's 60K now. Like, that's 50K already. And then plus, you know, Jalen Green, I got lucky. I put him at a bid now, and like when the auction house got fixed, somebody must have bid it on 80. Look, I got lucky. But Joe Johnson bought him for like 90K, 60K now. Baron Davis, 85K, 60K now. You know what I mean? So 25, 30, that's 55. Another 30, that's because I sold this Pascal for 60. I said, F it, I gotta make this MT. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have waited, but I don't think the prices are going to recover because they are releasing Invincibles like it's nothing. So, like, it is what it is. 2K, like, fix your game. Like, not even fix your game. Try to prevent shit like this from happening. And if it does happen, compensate, bruh. Stop listening to all these motherfuckers that want to kiss your ass all the time. Stop listening to all these content creators, sign creators, all them dudes. Stop listening to all them dudes. Listen to us that's got bone today. Don't let no creator today, like, if you got bone today, don't let no creator tell you that this wasn't a big deal. This was a big deal because that's bullshit. Come on, man. Yeah, let me redeem this MT, like Steph Curry. I bought him for like almost 90K, 79K. Bought this Steph Curry for like 90K, 79K. David Robinson, I don't know how much I bought. Larry Bird, I think I bought for like 85. I actually got lucky, sold him for 80. Julius Erving, I bought for 85K, 70K. Giannis, I bought him for 79, so I lost a little bit. Bill Russell, sold back for 90. Well, I don't know how much I got for some of these. Clay. Lonzo, I bought for like 40 something K. And then when the auction house came back up, he just crashed. Like Joe Johnson, I sold him for 70. I said I thought I sold him for 60, but I sold him for 70. But that's still not 80, 90K. That's 20K loss. Glenn Robinson, 85, sold him for 70. Like, dog, I'm not ever going to get back at my. It is annoying because 2K is not going to do nothing about it. Like, I lost so much MT today. Come on, man, do better. Like, look, it was, I spent like almost like millions of MT just to get to something. Like, I should be at, when you think about it, I should be at least 9, almost like 9.5 right now. But instead, like, 2K, like, you're a shitty company, dog. At this point, I don't care what your fanboys got to say about it. You're a shitty company. I'm back at 9 mil. I should be. If not, that's kind of disappointing. I'm back at 9 mil. So when I sell everything else, I should be at 10 mil. But when you think about it, I should have been at 11 mil. Or not even 11 mil, like 10.5. And I lost a lot of other MT from other cards because I bought a lot of cards today trying to get to the 4,000. I don't know when you're going to see this video, so when I say today, it might be tomorrow. But I'm just pissed. Like, I can't even, like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. 5K for some of these moments. I bought some of these moments for like 10K and up. They didn't crash because they're, you know what I mean, the market, like, I mean, like, some type of freaking, I'm gonna sell this for like 13. They didn't crash because, you know what I mean, leaks. Like, these cards right here don't really go up like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because people want these for the collector level. But again, you boned so many people today, including people who were just buying cards before, when the auction house was glitched and did not know that it was glitched or broken. And we're not going to get compensated for that. We just got to bite the loss. Like, I was trying to sell these cards before you were like announced the next leaks, so I can, like, weather the storm. I couldn't even weather the storm because your leaks combined with the fact that I was broke, and then all the cards just got re-released and people was panic selling, and it just fucked up the whole market, man. Like, if some of those cards dropped by 10K, I wouldn't be as mad, but cards dropped by 30K. So I got boned, dog. I got shafted today. Like, shafted. Now, some cards like that didn't really change in prices. Some of these, like, limited edition Jones, like, some of these didn't change in price. But I still got done dirty, man. Like, 2K, like if I was running like 2K and I saw this shit happen, everybody that put a ticket in, or, like, say, what I mean, show proof, or even if they don't show proof, they just said they got fucked. Even if they're lying, you need to compensate people. That's what being pro consumer is. Even if somebody was lying, you rather as a company to reward the person that's lying than not to reward him or compensate him if he was telling the truth. So if you just be like, well, you don't got proof. But how about if he just didn't save nothing? He didn't screenshot nothing. You know what I mean? He could be telling the truth. So that's why you need to reward people. Not even reward. Reward is a bad word to use. Compensate people. Be pro-consumer. People paid $100 for this bullshit, man. Just to be fucking done dirty. That's crazy. God damn. I should have never went for 4,000 cards. Because at this point, it's like, how many cards are gonna really, like, be honest, like, how many cards are really gonna be fucking, you know what I mean? How much MT I'm gonna make off of badges now? Since if they release Invisibles with 65 Hall of Fame badges. Like, it's a bad game, y'all. That's it for me. I don't even care about the outro. Like, I see y'all next time, man.